Hello friends, I have prepared for you a slightly unusual guide on how to choose a painting. So welcome by my video guide. Everything that surrounds us affects us in some way, whether we realize it or not. There are places where we feel good and we can't even explain why. Likewise, we feel uncomfortable somewhere for no evident reason. Whether we like it or not, all the things around us affect us. We should always think about things we surround ourselves with, and not just mindlessly pile them around us. The Chinese created a whole set of teachings about the relationship between space and man, named Feng Shui. From this you can see how strong the environment is on a person and that it is worth thinking about. But we don't have to study anything complicated in order to be able to create our space where we will feel well. This space should also support us and supply us with the necessary energy. You just need to think a little about your choice. If you want to get a new painting for your living space, for example, apartment, house, or a workspace in which you spend a lot of time, perhaps a painting seems to you to be not so important matter and it is not necessary to think much about. Really? Keep listening and see what all the paintings can help you with and how the pictures around you affect you and your life. Images affect us on a subconscious level. And how do they do it? They affect us with its predominant color, the theme they portray, size, the material from which they are made, by whom they were made, who were their previous owners, and what history is associated with them. Let's explore all points. You will see how to get the most out of the individual properties of images for yourself, how to create a space that supports you, how to avoid mistakes or what to avoid, and how to correct mistakes. So first point, predominant color. Probably the most important feature that we consider when buying a painting is its color concept. After all, we want to fit into the existing interior so that, for example, the picture matches our sofa. Each painting is tuned to certain shades of colors and some are predominant in it. We don't only see a painting as an aesthetic work that portrays flowers, landscapes, people, animals, or an abstract work. We also perceive it as a whole, its color tuning. Some images appear cold, some are dominated by earthy colors, some are full of warm colors. From the predominant color in the painting, we can also sense how the work will subconsciously influence us. Each color affects us differently and evokes different feelings in us. I will discuss the effects of individual colors on our psyche and health in detail in other videos. But colors can also affect how a painting will sit in our room. Painting should become a harmonic part of the space. For example, wildly orange image will probably look like a bomb in an otherwise blue furnished room. But what if I like this painting so much and really want it? The easiest way is to find another place for it in the apartment where the color will be more suitable. If we still want to put it in our blue room, we can help it enter the interior by adding a few little things that will match it. In a blue furnished room, we can add a few orange details that will make the picture fit in better. What I mean by this is that the image should never be disturbing. I recommend buy a painting that will pleasantly supplement the interior, but will not attack it, break it, or simply disturb it in any way with its color scheme. Your interior is a place where you should feel good, gain strength and inspiration for your next work. It should not be a place that irritates you, exhausts you, or drains you of strength. Harmony calms us down and gives us a sense of security and safety. So it's not just about the image itself, but also how it will fit into the overall tuning of your interior and whether it will connect with everything that the interior already contains. And your soul too. So another point, the theme that the paintings portray. Each of us is a different person, and everyone likes something different. And each of us has a different path in life. Accordingly, we should also choose a painting that will decorate our living space. We will walk past it several times a day, or maybe see it during we are working. The image should evoke pleasant feelings or memories in us. And also what it portrays, it should fit into our interior as well as with its color concept. Go with your first impression of the image and don't buy one based on the reviews of critics, your neighbor's opinion, the current fashion, or because it's expensive and I'll show everyone I've got it. The main purpose of our life is to be happy. All the things that surround us should also support this in us. Someone loves mountains and is excited about them. But if you had an accident in the mountains, had to be rescued and then spent another month in the hospital, the image of the mountains is probably not the one that calms you down. In today's endless selection of different images, it will certainly not be a problem to find one that you like the most. We are attacked daily with the negative news, colleagues, and life events. Choose a picture theme that will pierce your soul every time you look at it. Images can be that little bit of positive energy that we need so much. Surround yourself with images that are pleasant to you, and you will see how your space will light up, and you will feel a pleasant energy in it. In addition to your personal story and taste, an image can influence you on another level. What do you want in your life? What would you like to achieve in life? What do you desire in life? Simply surround yourself with the themes of your dream in the form of images. Are you longing for a trip to the sea? So buy a painting of the sea. Every day you will be closer to fulfilling your dream. Are you longing for love? Find a painting that shows exactly the feeling you want to experience in your relationship. Do you want a family well-being? Find a painting that represents what you mean by the term. A happy family at the table, or parents playing with their children, or a family of elephants walking through the countryside, a group of mushrooms in the forest, or a hen with chicks. The more often you make yourself feel that your wish has already come true, the faster this wish will come true. It is the law of attraction or resonance. Your feelings are powerful vibrations that attract everything that resonates with them. Once witchcraft, now confirmed by quantum physics. Try it and write me what wonderful you have attracted into your life this way. However, avoid the paintings with scary, dark horror scenes. Do you want this in your life? Even a beautifully artistically painted suffering of an old, thick person is not suitable for any other place than a gallery. This painting carries vibrations that speak to your soul. Is this a topic you want your soul to speak about? Do you want this to appear in your life? My tip: according to the already mentioned Feng Shui, the picture of a waterfall stimulates the inflow of financial energy. It will bring abundance, well-being, strengthen career, bring new opportunities and energy. Size of the painting. The selection of images today is huge. Again, let your inner feeling guide you. Whether the painting attracts you with its tiny cuteness, elevates you with its huge pompous appearance, or suffocates you with its enormous size. It also depends on the place where the image will be placed. A few small pictures will look better in a children's room, while a large work will stand out in a spacious living room. If you don't have the opportunity to see the work already when purchasing, for example, you buy paintings over the internet, then it is a good idea to try to cut the size of the painting out of cardboard and try to place it in the place instead of the painting. This way you will see how big the painting really is. Not all of us have enough visual imagination. Sometimes even a painting bought in a shop or gallery seems smaller to us than when we bring it home. Vast store spaces weaken our perception of dimensions. Paintings are very expressive elements of the interior, whether they are small or large. They just know how to get our attention. Therefore, do not try to save on it. If you fall in love with a painting at the first sight, consider its higher price as an investment. How often do you change paintings? You will look at that picture several times a day, and if it really brings you joy and pleasant feelings. But I don't mean a painting that will ruin you. Everything in moderation. The material from which are paintings made. Again, huge selection. Pictures painted on canvas give me a cozy and warm impression. Someone loves more than printed images on glass. Or paintings with a large ornate frame as from a castle, or motivational metal signs are also interesting. Sometimes they are also in a retro style. You can even have a photo wallpaper across the entire wall. The material used for the image itself carries energies, and these energies can be stronger than we think. The traditional teaching of Feng Shui recognizes 5 elements: water, fire, wood, metal, and earth, which can change the entire action of energies in our house, either support each other or drain each other's energy. If you are furnishing a living space or premises for your business, you can invite a specialist in this Eastern art, or try to fill your space yourself. Don't underestimate your subconscious mind. All the answers are there. Try this. Sit quietly and comfortably in the room you are furnishing. Close your eyes. Breathe easily. Direct your attention to the space that surrounds you. How does it make you feel? How does it affect you? Take a moment and don't push yourself. Let it run its course. It is best if you can wait a few more days to decorate the room. Our subconscious works best at night. You will see that in a few days you will receive a wonderful idea from your intuition how to furnish the space and what materials are best to use. And which image to choose? That depends on your taste and intuition. You can have a picture printed, hand-painted, 3D, on canvas, metal, wood, paper, glass, framed, unframed. Some of the most expensive tend to be hand-painted pictures. They take some time to paint. It's not as simple as turning on the printer and printing whatever we like. Painting needs time, sometimes a lot of time, and also some material. But with the energy that the painter puts into his work, gives it a special energy. It will never be just fabric or paper with a picture on it. It is a handcrafted item that has its soul. Its energy will always be stronger than industrially produced images. For example, I see my paintings as my children. I put so much of my energy and time into them. It takes me time to find a subject that I want to paint, and takes me a lot of time to paint it. Before varnishing, I keep looking at it to see if it needs any correction to be perfect. After all this, no one can be surprised that I would like my paintings to get into the hands of good people who will like them. I think a lot of artists are like that. They put a lot of their time, love, and a piece of their soul into their art. Who is the author of the painting? This is a point that is connected to the previous point. When you buy a painting, you are buying also a part of the energy that the artist puts into his work. And who would you like to have at home? Would he be an alcoholic? Or a person who loves cats and paints beautiful clouds? Or someone who just slapped one color on another just to sell a painting and not have to go to work every morning? Or someone who is esoteric and work with energies? Or someone who loves flowers and puts his admiration into his paintings? No, there is no right answer. We all have the right answer within us. Just as each painter is a different person, so too is his customer, the original. Just remember that part of that person's nature will be looking at you from the wall every day. The energy of the person who painted the picture remains in that picture. A painting can travel across the world, but it carries that energy with it. You don't need to know the detailed life story of the painter from whom you want to buy work. Just let your feelings speak again. See how the painter actually looks, how he affects you. Does he have a video online? See it. What is your impression of his personality? Also, when you buy a book, you often look at what the writer looks like. What is written about him on the cover of the book? What has that person been through? What is his story? And at the same time, we read his book and put it in the library and don't even remember it anymore. We don't have it on display all the time and we don't look at it every day. As in life, some people are attracted to us and some are not. That's how it is with all authors, no matter what they create. At the deepest spiritual level, we are not competitors. Even if two people do the same thing, each will attract a different audience. Who was previous owner of the painting and what's its history? This point is again connected to the previous point. Not only every painter puts a part of his soul into his work. With each owner and location, the painting carries with the imprints of these energies. Stupidity? Have you ever heard of a cursed house, diamond, piece of jewelry, painting, or statue? I am sure you have ever noticed when they talked about it on TV that any item brought bad luck or death to each of its owners, as long as they didn't donate it to a museum or gallery. The question remains, what kind of energies are there in such places, but that will be discussed some other time. These are really extremes, but we should be careful what we bring home with us. We often don't know about the history of purchased second-hand items. Was the former owner a good person? Is this picture from a house where people kept arguing? Was there an act of violence in the place where this painting was? Was the family that owned this painting cursed? You can bring this, after all, with any old thing from the bazaar or pawn shop. No, I don't want to scare you. But it can happen. The risk is there. So how do you avoid buying something with such heavy energies? When you go to buy a painting or any other thing, listen to your intuition. If you don't feel completely good about the purchase, then don't buy it. Take a few days to think about it. You will see that if the thing was not good for you, you will lose the desire to have it at home. However, we are not always able to listen to our inner voice and we bring home something that can carry negative energy or someone else from the family brings it. What to do? There are a few tricks for this too. When you bring such a thing home, watch what has changed at home. Has the atmosphere at home changed? Do you feel bad? Have you started arguing at home? Did anyone get sick? As one of my friends says, it may happen that nothing happens. In this case, congratulations, it's clean. But what if something is wrong? It could happen that there is some negative energy in the thing or picture you brought home. The fastest opinion is to throw away the painting or donate it to a gallery. No, don't give it to a co-worker you don't like. Karma will find you everywhere. You can wash all the things that you bring or receive with salt water or water with a few drops of essential rose oil. This will help to wash not very strong bad energies off. Unfortunately, I wouldn't recommend this for paintings. So, how to clean paintings? If you know how to work with energies or know someone who knows it, great. Or try to find someone who knows how to work with them. If it is not very strong black magic, then it should not be a problem to clean the painting. Above all, don't underestimate your feelings. They are the fastest and most reliable guide for any decision. That little inner voice that we call intuition is always ready to give you advice. The more space you give it and listen to it, the clearer answers it will give you. So, that's all for today. Thank you for your attention. Now you know how to choose the right painting that will bring joy and abundance into your life. You can also look at my paintings. Maybe you will like any. You can find my paintings on my website, Facebook, or Instagram. All links you can find below the video. If you like this video, please give it a like and subscribe. I look forward to seeing you in my next video. Your Evangelina.